Why? What is going on, everybody? Showing up the King. This will be my review for Bleach chapter 527. As you can tell all over my face, I'm very upset and happy at the same time, if that's possible. I've never been trolled so hard in my entire life. Like, seriously, Kubo, you trolled raped me. It's official. I have been troll raped, and it is not cool. So this chapter starts off at the conclusion of the Unohana Kenpachi battle. Zaraki realizes that he's done a lot more damage to Unohana than he thought, and she tells him that she's dying and that he's won. So Kenpachi immediately removes his sword, tosses it behind him, and embraces Unohana, and is basically, asking her, "Are you gonna die? Please don't die." Just, expressing that, I still haven't had enough of battle with her. And she pretty much responds that, this battle is over. You've regained your full strength. You defeated me, you've gotten everything that you wanted. And she starts to allude to the fact that you have more enemies to fight now, you have friends to argue with, and even more, you've awakened him with you. So, of course, at that point, I start to hyperventilate, because, of course, I'm thinking at this point the same thing you guys were thinking. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. He's going to learn the name of his Zanpakuto. He's going to learn the name of his Zanpakuto. Like, I'm like, it's taking everything in me not to just keep clicking forward as fast as possible to get to it. And again, when I read these things, I like to absorb all the information. I like to kind of immerse myself in the world of the manga to enjoy it more. So I take my time when I read the manga. I read the panels over and over to try to absorb everything that I'm reading. So as much as I was excited, I'm also just trying to take everything in. So I'm moving on, and we get another Kenpachi flashback, and it's of him and what is, I can't remember the little girl's name right now. I'm just so flabbergasted right now. The girl that's always hanging in the back of Kenpachi, she's there. And it looks like, Kenpachi has, just finished cutting up somebody. And that guy asked him his name. He said, "My name is Zaraki Kenpachi." And again, it's leading up to this. It's leading up to this. We already know what's going on. It's moving along. It's leading up to this. It's leading up to it. And we get to the panel, and it's a shot of Kenpachi's Zanpakuto talking to him. And apparently his Zanpakuto has been talking to him this entire time. But because he put the blockers in his head to reduce his power, that's exactly why he could never hear the name of his Zanpakuto, because he limited himself by Unohana releasing his true potential. He is now able to hear the Zanpakuto that's been talking to him for hundreds of years, probably, however long Kenpachi's been alive. So he's finally able to hear the voice of his Zanpakuto calling out to him. And then there's this huge side-by-side panel of Kenpachi's head and his Zanpakuto. And he says, "My name is..." Click the button. And we're back to the Ichigo Renji story. I was like, God! Troll rape. Troll rape. Like, this is worse than the chapter where Kenpachi comes upon Buckbeard, and then they switched the storyline, and we didn't get back to the whole Kenpachi story for over a month, or 2 months. It would have actually been longer than that. So, you know, for them to just jump right back into this Ichigo Renji shit, it really, really pissed me off. And I understand it creates tension, and I understand it creates anticipation, but fuck you, Tite Kubo. Damn you. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to get my perspective back. I apologize, people, but you know, sometimes when these things happen, it just really, really angers me. Unohana essentially says, "I leave everything to you. You are now the Kenpachi. I am dying." As far as Unohana is concerned, I don't think she's gonna die. And for everybody out there, and again, I promise you that when some of these other manga reviewers, I'm not gonna name any names, they're going to review this same chapter, and they're going to be sitting there screaming about, "Oh my God, Unohana's dead. Oh my God, Unohana's dead." Despite the fact that those were the same manga reviewers that were saying, "Oh my God, Byakuya's dead. Oh my God, Byakuya's dead." And I've been the only one sitting there saying the entire time, I won't believe the person is dead until I see them in their grave. Unohana is not dead. I don't think she's going to die. I think what she's talking about in relation to her death is being the Kenpachi. She is a healer. There's no way she's going to die from that wound that Kenpachi gave her. The only way I would believe that Kenpachi is dead, if Kenpachi killed her, is if he bisected her. Like if he cut her in half or cut her up crosswise, whichever way, and she got cut into little pieces. And the other reason why I don't think that she's dead is because we still don't know what the fuck her Zanpakuto Bankai is. All she did was like this little angel thing. You can't see my arms because it's not in frame. But she said Bankai. We didn't even get the translation for what her Bankai meant. And we didn't see what her Bankai did. It could be some sort of like Aizen Genjutsu. We don't know what the fuck her Bankai is. She said Bankai, and we saw some blood come out. We didn't figure out what the hell it was. So again, I don't think Unohana's dead, and I just hope that a lot of these huge or manga reviewers don't start spitting out this whole Unohana's dead bullshit, because it just really annoys me. But anyway, I'm not trying to start any drama. I don't want to get my page trolled, and that tends to happen when you speak your mind. But anyway, second half of the chapter was a disappointment in my opinion. You know, I was so hyped up from the whole Kenpachi thing, and I was up here, and then when they hit the little switcheroo troll rate, I kind of went down to here. It really wasn't good. And then on top of that, for them to switch it, and then the results weren't that great. To make a long story short, you know, Renji and Ichigo have both been fighting the Aratsuchis in the little cave for 3 days and 3 nights. It looks like Renji accomplished his goal, and he has made it on to the next round, I guess. And apparently Ichigo did not make it. And, you know, the guy that was training him made this big deal about, "Oh, you're not a Shinigami, you're not this, you're not that." And essentially just ejects Ichigo from wherever they were, the heavens place. And, of course, you know, he's thinking, you know, the reason that you didn't do it is because you're different. You don't understand how serious this is. You have to go back to the beginning and learn your history. So essentially what he's saying is that because now Ichigo's Quincy abilities have come out, I don't think he can be a Shinigami anymore, and he can't get Zangetsu back without first realizing his Quincy abilities. So I think what he's doing is he sent him through a Garganta, and I guess we're going to probably now get weeks and weeks and weeks of Ichigo self-discovery chapters, and it's just really a drag because, you know, for us to be what Kenpachi is, I can just have a whole manga series based on Kenpachi. And now I know for a fact that we're not going to probably get anything else from Kenpachi for months. I think the whole Kenpachi thing is done. It's run its course. And we won't even find out the name of his Zanpakuto until the next battle starts. I promise you we'll never know the name of the Zanpakuto. We're not going to go back to them. It's just going to all disappear. And then eventually we'll see him on the battlefield. And as he's fighting somebody, he'll get some worthy opponent. And then all of a sudden he'll pull out his sword and be like, something, 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 something. And then his Zanpakuto will come out of its Shikai mode, and then maybe eventually he'll use his Bankai. But I promise you, we won't get another chapter with Unohana and him inside the little basement area for at least another month or so. I mean, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. That's exactly how, you know, this series has done us before. It's very disappointing because, quite frankly, right now I don't want to see Ichigo. Like, I don't care about you and your Quincy abilities right now. I know ultimately your storyline has to pan out, but when you give me something that good and then you just take it away, it's like, all right, man, now I have to readjust and get my mindset back on caring about Ichigo, and I don't care about him right now. We know he's a Quincy. We know that's why he can't, you know, form up with his Zanpakuto right now, because his Quincy abilities are probably interfering with it. Yeah, no big surprise. So overall, I wanted to give this chapter a 5 out of 5. It was definitely trending at a 5 out of 5 until they switched over. So I'm going to have to downgrade this chapter to a 3. It's still a solid chapter overall. It's just not the 5 that I wanted to be, because I wasn't ready for that switcheroo, and I wasn't ready to be trolled that hard. But again, maybe I'm wrong. That's why I report this information to you guys. I want to know what you think. You can comment in the section below. Let me know what you think. Were you as upset about the troll as I was? But, you know, just like I said, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Check out my other little videos that I do. This is Showing Up the King, the one and only. And you guys have a fantastic day.